Hey guys, PSF here bringing you an awesome PO match today against LOL What. This was a UU match I did with my brand new team I created. So yeah, let's get into the battle. So I'm going to start off with my Mew, and he's going to start off with his Claydol. I'm going to go for him and go for the Will-O-Wisp early in the game because I know a lot of people predict me to go for Stuff Rocks, but he actually sets up his rocks first, so I take advantage of that. And I'm going to set up my rocks the next turn as well, because what's better than setting up rocks? Nothing. But now he goes ahead and throws Toxic on me, so I'm like, okay, I don't know what kind of Claydol this is, because I've never seen a Toxic in Claydol. Now, I don't really know much about smogon sets, but I know one thing. If I saw a Kingdra come in on a Claydol, I would have definitely switched out into something that could have taken the obvious Waterfall coming, but he actually stays in. And the Waterfall looks to be a 2-hit KO, but I predicted him to switch out and use his Claydol as death fodder later on, so he goes onto his Dusclops just as I set up a Dragon Dance on the switch in. So now I'm like, okay, the Dusclops comes in, I'm at +1 attack and speed, so next turn I'm going to go for the Outrage, and the Outrage actually gets a critical hit, and it will be enough to take out the Dusclops, so it's always nice to know you need a crit. So he sends out the Snorlax, so I'm like, okay, I'm locked in now. I'm Resto Chestal, and I'm locked into Outrage, so this also looks to be a 2-hit KO, but he goes for Earthquake. It takes me down to about enough, but not enough where Outrage won't be able to take him out next turn. So now he's just a Bisharp. So I know the Sucker Punch is coming because I'm not retarded. So I send out Machamp, and he does indeed go for the Sucker Punch, but since I switched out, it will not hit me. So I thought he might go for another Sucker Punch, so I set up a Bulk Up on the switch in. But I can't really do anything to this Mew, so I'm gonna stay in and scout what he might do. He goes for Zen Headbutt as I go for the Stone Edge, so it both for attacks hit obviously, but I did not think that Zen Headbutt would do that much. Usually I thought Psychic would have done a lot more, but whatever. I call Machamp back and I send him a Bikini just to see what this thing might do. Think it might go for Zen Headbutt again. It does indeed go for your Zen Headbutt again, and I was gonna go for the U-turn next turn, but this Mew carries Sucker Punch. All these weird sets going on, but yeah, I send out my Porygon 2 now, thinking, okay, well, I can just revenge kill anything that wants to come in, and the Togekiss comes in, so I'm like, okay, perfect. Download activates, I'm at +1 attack, and this next turn, I will be able to go for the Discharge after she goes for the Aura Sphere, and does not do that much, so it gets the Para Hacks, and I think this will be a 2-turn kill. But now I go for second Discharge, it will be able to kill this Togekiss, so that's one less threat to deal on her team. And now she sends her Claydol back in. So it goes for the Earthquake, I don't know what I was thinking, but will not be able to do nothing. Ice Beam will be able to take out the Claydol. And her last poke is Bisharp. And I really played around with this Bisharp for a little bit before I decided to go ahead and kill it, because her last poke can't do anything to any of my Pokemon, so yeah. So I go for Earth Power. It does 71% 2-turn kill as she sets up a Sword Stance. I'm like, okay, she is going to obviously Sucker Punch next turn, so yeah. She goes for Sucker Punch, kills my Shaman with 1 hit, OHKOs my Shaman. So I never thought that would happen at all, but whatever. So I send in Porygon 2, Stones go in, but my download activates, so I'm at +1 special attack this time. It goes for the Sucker Punch, and it kills my Porygon 2. So, but it dies to Life Orb damage, so I end up winning the battle due to shenanigans. So if you like this battle, please comment, rate, sub, and all that good stuff, and I'll see you next time. Bye.